Hey, this video is to demonstrate how to cut the wires on a Google Nest camera. That way you don't have to drill some huge hole so this USB connector goes through. That way you could just drill quarter inch, half inch hole, whatever you can fish this line in through. I was a little hesitant and a little afraid of doing so, thinking maybe I'd mess up my camera, but you basically just cut it, leave some room from the connector. Don't cut it too short, because if you mess up, you're going to keep going down to the point where you're not going to have enough wire here. So however much you can get away with, I'd say minimum about 5 to 6 inches. And if you could do more, in this occasion, I had about 1.5 feet. It's going right above the kitchen cabinets, so I had plenty of room. I went about 1.5 feet. And you can also trim the wire down if you don't want a big, huge, sloppy mess. I've done that throughout all my cameras. Trim them down to size, that way you don't have a rat nest. So basically, cut them. Use a good quality wire stripper. Get some heat shrink tubing. I got this really thin stuff. It's very thin heat shrink. And then I got the thicker heat shrink, which will basically 2 pieces of the thicker heat shrink. The longer one I put on the bottom, and then one about 1 inch shorter. I'll double heat shrink it. That way we'll get more rigidity from here. So you can do as you wish, but if you just twist them together, you can solder them if you like, but if you just twist them together really well and then run the heat shrink over them. See if we can do this with one hand. There it goes. It's already very tight, so as soon as we start heat shrinking, it's going to grip down on that, and I don't believe we're going to have any issues unless somebody starts yanking on it like crazy. But again, after we do all those individual wires, then we're going to double it up on the larger heat shrink. Now we have 2 thicker wires, the red and the black. Then we have this ground wire, which has also like an aluminum foil that we just twisted it really tight around the wire, around the ground. And that's just exposed. This whole section is exposed. And then we have 2 thinner wires. It's a white and a light green one. Those you have to be a little bit more careful with. Again, get a good quality fine wire stripper and get the job done, Basically, nothing to worry about. Can easily be done. Nothing to be scared about. That way you don't have to drill a huge hole, because this would require a very large hole in your house. And it will basically work. So good luck, and hope this video helped.